What is up? Welcome back. Today we shall be discussing topics that I have been pondering over the last month. I don't think I could have a better view than this even if I tried. This is not an AI generated screen. There is water in fact right behind me. And yeah, it's beautifully sunny out here in Virginia at Burke Lake. Who knew? Who knew the temperature would change so quickly? But I've been thinking, right? The last time I made a video, I was very like, what is the purpose to life? Why? How does it matter? Everyone will just return to being soil again. What is, you achieve something, you don't achieve something, what is achieving? All of that stuff. And I was becoming more and more pessimistic towards life and thinking there is no point. But then after a while I had like a thought, which was that life is a very long thing in the short run, but a very short thing in the long run. Today feels like a very long day, but 10 years is not a lot of time. So if you live with the thought of things, there is no point to things, you can live like that. It's just that you are going to be, one would be in such misery for such a while thinking about the inevitable that you're, it's just a sad thing. And I don't think that's appropriate to spend the short 10 years in towards thinking about something like that, because you keep thinking about it and thinking about it, it's going to feel very long. So rather not think about it and think positively that life is great, things are going to turn out great, better than great, phenomenal, fantastic, mind-blowingly amazing, sparkling even, and continue with that mindset, because it's at least better in the short run, which is like a long time anyways. After that, I was thinking a little bit about how the entire point of our existence as humans is related to self-expression. Everything we do, anything we do, is for us to be able to express ourselves better. What I mean by that is that we'll come back to it. But I've been thinking about art forms, right? I've been thinking about like people make paintings, people make music, people dance, people act, people like to dress well. Why? Why do people do these things? Why are famous people famous at all? Like, what have you achieved in your life that I should place a higher order of importance or status towards yours? Why should I do that, right? And this question sort of arose from seeing Priyanka Chopra at the Harvard India conference that me and my friend Prakash attended together. He took me there and he was so, I mean, all praise to him. He was so excited about her and I was so happy for him. Like, this guy is getting to fulfill his dream of seeing Priyanka Chopra. Like, love that. But I was just thinking that there are like 1,000 people in this auditorium and everybody really is excited by the idea of Priyanka Chopra. And I'm happy for you. I just want to understand, but why? What about her is so mind-blowingly crazy that you really need to see who she is and what's up with that, right? And what I think it came down to was self-expression. Humans are just trying to be better at explaining our emotions, our thoughts, our ideas, because everyone has thoughts, emotions, and ideas, but there are a few of us who can express ourselves much better than others. And we are so moved and so inspired by that that we want to chase these people because they are a better representation of us than we are of ourselves, right? So, for example, Priyanka Chopra is able to act in films, right? Is able to live different lives, is able to showcase her her profession allows her to express what a police officer. I mean, I don't know, like 3 films, I guess. Dawn, she was so good in Dawn. Like being able to represent a police officer, or being able to represent emotions from a woman's side, or something similar, like someone's self-expression in whatever form it might be. And we love that. And Priyanka Chopra as an individual, because she's so well spoken, which I have a whole thing about, but being well spoken, whatever. But she's able to carry herself very well. She's able to dress very well. She's able to live what we see at least, a lavish life. And we all inherently want to do that, because we think that doing that is going to bring us peace and happiness and all of this sort of stuff. And self-expression. She's good at expressing herself. Sorry. I'm going to draw another tangent, but it's going to connect. There's this. I've been on Instagram lately. I've been using that a little bit here and there, and I'm fascinated by some people. Like, some people are genuinely creating such phenomenal content in terms of videos, in terms of photos, in terms of thoughts and ideas and representation, and I'm just like, wow, that's so good. So I was scrolling through Instagram, and this one lady comes on my feed, right? And she made a reel about God knows what. But this lady, like, I wanted to see what else she's done, not just because she's very beautiful, like that's what's hooked me in, but I just want to see what's going on. And the more I started seeing this lady's reels, she's a like big time reel maker and all this stuff, and the more I saw her videos, I was just like, this lady is able to express herself better than anyone else here is. Not in general populace of the world, but compared to some people on Instagram, through Instagram, she is able to express her thoughts and ideas and emotions through her videos, and through her, what I can see at least is a sense of what her life looks like, a sense of what her makeup looks like, a sense of what she wears, a sense of what she eats, a sense of how she is with people, and a sense of beauty and a sense of expression. And I was so fascinated by it, that at one point, or this is a little pre-tracking, but I've always, I mean, there was this one person I knew who was so good at Instagram. Like, she was the god of Instagram. The god. I used to say that you have created this platform because you are the creator, you are the god. Nobody does better. I have since then not seen anyone who does it better than her. She was so freaking good with Instagram. I was shook. I was like, कोई इतना अच्छा कैसे ही कर सकता है? And so I was always like, कि कोई ऐसा कैसे कर सकता है? And always viewing Instagram as a how do you do it? And this connected finally. This is what I was building up to, I guess. Is that Instagram being good at Instagram, which includes posting, storying, replying to people, or I don't know, reeling or whatever, it all is just another medium of creating art. Like painters, suppose you make a painting of this, it's a form of art, right? मेरे को मज़ा आता है painting करने में. It's a great form of art. It's just a form of art. The same thing can be represented through a painting, through a photograph, a video, through music, through sound, through objects, through colors. The same things photograph can be sort of, how do you say, adapted or morphed into like 100 things. Like you could blur it, you could shadow it, you could gradient it, you could expose it, you could downgrade it, you could pixelate it. Like all of these different forms of looking at the painting, of the scenery, right? All of them are just different forms of art creation. Like it's all the same thing. And so it hit me ki that girl was not good at, she was just great at using a medium to represent herself. And that medium in question was Instagram. You would not say Pablo Picasso was a great painter. I would say he was. I don't even know Pablo Picasso is the first name that comes to my mind when I think of painter. I don't know much about him. I don't know too much about his paintings either. But I would say that he saw the world in a different way, and he was able to capture the world that he saw through his paintings. So he's an artist who's using painting as his medium to express his views on life or his vision or how he sees the world, right? Similarly, she or they, whoever, is using Instagram as a medium to represent their life. They are using Instagram as a form of self expression, and that's why they're good at it. It's not like they're great at Instagram or something, they're good at that form of art, and that's crazy because then anybody can do it. Like, it's just about medium picking. They happen to live in a time where making Instagram photos and videos is the greatest form of art, sort of. You're cool on Instagram, you're hip. uh, so yeah, that was like a revelation to me. Sorry, it's just another way of creating art, right? And that was beautiful. So yeah, I think it's life. We're all trying to just express ourselves better. That's all we're trying to do, whether it is dressing better, whether it is putting on sunglasses, um, whether it is talking to people how we want to talk to them, or be who we want to be. We're just trying to express ourselves better. But that's not the only thing I learned from the whole Harvard India conference thing after much thought. It was also that I had literally met Ananya Birla. It's crazy. I met Ananya Birla because Prakash and I were a little bit behind her, and she happened to walk by us, and I was just like, hey, I just want to talk to her for a sec. So I caught her, and I talked to her, and I was telling her all these things. And after talking to her, I was just looking at Prakash, and I was seeing that Prakash, I just talked to Ananya Birla. She's the daughter of Mr. Kumar Mangalam Birla. These people run our country. And I was just like, she's just a human. Ananya Birla is just a human. Because I talked to her. She had 2 eyes, she had a nose, she had a lip, she had a chin, she had a nice jacket, she was having a bodyguard and all that good stuff. And I was just like, you're just a human. You ain't no god or anything. You're just a human. I was like, wait, even Priyanka Chopra is a human. Wait, the guys who were running like big AI firms who were sitting there, all humans. Who else? I saw Mr. Shashi Tharoor, biggest Indian, most famous politician of our country. And I was just like, you're just a human, buddy. You're literally just a human, Mr. Sir. Why can't I do what you're doing? I can do what you're doing better than you. Like, and this is all of these people combined. Like, better, much better. 1,000 billion, trillion, gazillion, fifillion, million times better than you. What are you guys doing? You guys are having good quality of thoughts. I can have good quality of thoughts. Like, why can't I do? I can do what you're doing much better than what you're doing. Which is what I told my friend. I called him up after and I was like, fam, we can do this. Why can't we? What even is a big person? There is no big people. They are also just humans. They are just humans who are good at expressing their ideas and executing them. They have crystalness in their ideas, which they're able to show. That's it. That's literally it. It's as simple as that. And that was like a revelation. I was like, wow, I knew this, but now I've seen it. Also, those famous people, Priyanka Chopra was there. And I was just like, I was asking a couple of people, I was like, why are you so into this? What about it is driving you crazy? And they're like, she's so well spoken. And I was like, what? Being well spoken is not a. Well, now that I think of it, it actually might be, but like being well spoken is not a trait to praise, it's the base trait. Like, just because someone speaks well doesn't give them a higher value. Speaking well is a basic skill, and the only thing that matters is the quality of your thoughts. It doesn't matter what words you use or how simple your words are. What matters is how qualitative is your idea and your ability to represent that idea well. Just that, oh, she speaks well. Okay, anybody can speak well. Just have to figure out how. But now that I think of it, speaking well is self expression, but I guess it's different in terms of it's the base of all self expressions. Yeah, I'm coming after her a lot because I feel like she wasted a lot of time at the Harvard India conference. And yeah, it's either you speak well and don't give me a photo with me, or you take a photo with me and speak bad. I got both, none. So that's why it doesn't really fly with me. That's fine. Who cares? She was cool like that. And yeah, that's what I was thinking. But this thought is also like 1 month old now. So I think I need to get better thoughts or newer thoughts to think about, because the thoughts are in my mind are chill, nice thoughts. Self-expression. All our whole life is for us to express our ability, ourselves. Sorry, express ourselves better. That's all that we are all trying to do. Express ourselves better. Why are we trying to wear better clothes? We know nobody cares. We know that. Nobody in the world cares how we dress. Nobody cares how we speak, because the net effect of it, net effect of it is zero. It couldn't matter more or less if you change that red cardigan to a blue one and that black belt to a brown one. We still do because we think it fits better. It is a better expression. Um, that's all it is. That's all it is. We're trying to say, trying to be who we are, and also trying to be who we want to be. But at what point do you become who you want to be? And then you reflect on that and realize that, oh, by the time I've figured out who I want to be and I've become that, I have another version of me that I want to become. And so, very interesting, I guess, self-expression and all this stuff. And yeah, that's me. It's a very nice day today. It was snowing a couple of days ago. It was raining, it was cloudy, and it's sunny. Like, it's beautiful out here. This reminds me of like Kaikondrahalli Lake, because that was a good one. But it wasn't as open. You couldn't like dip your fingers in, and playing this water for a while now. I'm drinking water out of it. Not out of it, from my bottle. But I want to drink water out of it. I don't think it's safe. But I should probably not be doing that. Yeah. That's what I've been thinking about. Yeah. Yeah. Great. Awesome. Take care. See you. Maybe. Bye.